thought it appropriate that we start back at Grandma's house. Everybody wave goodbye to Sparky's. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. We were on what they called the historic loop. It's old Route 64 or whatever. So as we were going around town, this is what used to go through town. So we were actually on a trolley stop of the old Route 64. So I thought I would just give y'all a tour of what you missed. You actually probably won out because it got steep. And it got steep quick. This would be the Five Ojo Inn bed and breakfast. Fair enough. All right. This is not the picturesque part of the loop. But there are some really cool, big, beautiful old homes. And there's a stretch of this that actually goes outside of town that I drove just a moment ago that has houses built into and on top of cliffs, like they're just part of the scenery. It's absolutely crazy. Rock Cottage on your right. Cute little cabins there. I'm actually surprised at how big a tourist destination this seems to be. That was not my stop sign. I did not just blow a stop sign. The Hearthstone Inn. Thurman and Flanagan, attorneys at law. In case we needed to go back and... Okay, I know where we're at. Okay, so we're back out onto the interstate. You take a right, you go back to where we stayed, you take a left, and we do the loop again. And tell you what, I'll pause it here, pick it back up again where I turned off and y'all went straight, so you can kind of see the downtown area that you missed. Okay, so we're coming back into Eureka Springs, and I just passed one of the trolleys. It's actually an old, like, creeper kidnapper van that they cut the sides out of and put bench seats in. Probably best we didn't take a trolley tour. Okay, so you saw this part and the Amigos restaurant. And downtown. On your right is the courthouse where I had to pay $5 to prove that I'm not a... Well, now that I say that to prove that I'm not a tree-hugging hippie, I'm taking that back because this place is full of tree-hugging hippies. Maybe I had to prove that I wasn't so, like, fundamental that I would have condemned everyone or something. Maybe I'm looking at this place all wrong. There you go. Shows you what you get when you judge. Receptions and weddings, right there on the left. Next to the Two Dumb Dames Fudge Factory. This place is fantastic. Okay, so you guys went straight here. I'm going to take a left and assume I don't get hit by any of these trucks. I think they have a stop sign. All right. So here's downtown historic Eureka Springs. So check out the massive hotel on the left, the Basin Park Hotel. That's a good 8, maybe 9 stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-ish. It's impressive. The Basin Springs Auditorium and Meeting Area. And you got all these like cool, quaint little shops. Next to the Lucky Bar and Billiards. Handcrafted Bath and Body. Oh, you may have missed it right back there. It was the Angry Beaver. I did find the Angry Beaver. guess you don't really get a good sense of the oddity once you're looking in the stores from this angle. So you're just getting a quick drive-by. All That Glitters jewelry show. The Nut House. I'm assuming that's, oh yeah, it's actual nuts. Okay. New Orleans Hotel. Le Stick Restaurant. Granny's Place, full of t-shirts and tie-dyed God knows what. Nibbles Eatery, there you go. Vintage jewelry on the left. The Pink Flamingo. Not sure I want to know what's in there. It says boutique. The Loft with Balls, nightly lodging. I'm assuming that's a hotel and billiards area. Anyway, and up to the left there is where we would have turned to go back to Sparky's. It continues, and there's a whole lot of other spots that have more hotels and things, but that's pretty much the extent of your historic loop. So, all right, there you go. There was Eureka Springs. Not that you missed a whole lot, but that was kind of fun. It's kind of fun. All right. See you next time.